welcome to the channel. If we are new to one another, my name is Jamie and today we're unboxing the Sony a7IV and I'm actually so excited because this is my first Sony camera ever and we're unboxing it here on the channel first. Now, originally when I first started out in photo and video, I did go off with the Nikon C6 and that's what we're filming on here today. And I'm not gonna pretend to be an expert in photo and video, but I have learned quite a lot over the last couple of years. Thank you, pandemic. And I remember sitting down one day and telling myself I was gonna turn this into a hobby. I just needed to learn as much as I could. And I first had to just select the right camera. And that's when I was instantly overwhelmed, primarily with Sony. They have so many different cameras in their lineup. So Nikon definitely made it simple. At the time, they only had the Nikon Z6 and 7, so only two to choose from. So I chose the Nikon Z6 because it seemed like a very good entry-level camera to understand and learn from. And I do think it's partly their lack of mirrorless selection that make them a little unpopular, especially compared to the other camera brands. They have very few frames to choose from, as well as mirrorless lenses. But here we are. I did go with the Nikon Z6. It does have 24 megapixels. It does record in 4K. And at the time, and really right now, it's enough for me. And I've actually been very happy with it overall. The tilt screen itself, it's okay. I really do wish there was a flip out screen. I don't really vlog out in the wild, but it'd be really nice to know whether I'm in focus because I do just film myself a lot. So it'd be nice to be able to monitor and view myself, just to make sure everything in the frame looks okay. And my workaround for that is to use the Snapbridge app and I connect it to my iPad. You are able to view yourself and view that whether you're in frame or not, as well as starting and stopping the recording. You are able to make adjustments to the exposure and whatnot, but it's overly pixelated. So any adjustments you do make, you can't really take them for what they're worth because it actually ends up looking a lot better. By now, I just kind of know which exposure, which shutter speed and ISO that work in the space in the studio. So it works out overall. So it's really not the greatest app, but it works. Now, I don't think the Sony here is going to solve all of my problems, but when I am searching on YouTube for new tricks, new tips, new techniques, all I find is Sony, Sony, Sony. So I hope by switching to Sony, I'm able to learn and improve the quality of my videos. But let's go right ahead. That's how we got here. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now, I mean, my only initial disappointment is that there is no plastic or anything like that to either cut or rip off. I really do enjoy cutting or unwrapping plastic. Right here in the middle, what the heck is this? Oh, cool. So this is the USB-C to USB-A adapter. Okay. Seeing USB-A is like prehistoric. Okay. Some information on the tough cards as well as the standard SSD cards. And, ooh, we got the good stuff right inside here. Okay, so this is the lens kit as I mentioned. So there should be a lens. This is nice fabric, paper, not quite sure. Hopefully it's recyclable. It's cute. Okay, remove that sucker. Okay, nice. All right, so it is a lens kit, so 35 to 56, 28 to 70, so there is a variable aperture. A nice little strap. Do people use this? I'm not sure. Okay, so we have the wall adapter for that USB-A cord. And then we have a, ooh, that's cool. I'm not sure, like a holographic Pokemon Info Lithium Z battery. So I know these batteries are very helpful on other products, not just Sony cameras. So that is my first one. So excited to have it. Okay, and then the camera body. There is not a battery charger. That's interesting. Ooh, and then the beauty itself. And the star of the event really is this flip out screen. So now I don't have to question whether I'm in focus right now. I have no idea, just praying for the best. But now I'll be able to just flip the screen towards me and I'll be able to see myself. This camera does have a new heat mapping function, so it doesn't really matter whether I could really truly see myself. I could tell by the colors of the heat map. I really do love that little copper around the frame lens. Nice. Super cute. Feels great in the hands. First Sony camera in the books. Super cool. Okay. So with all the accessories off here to the side, it does look like we will need to charge the camera via USB-C, like the old school way, like you would a laptop or something, at least for now. Let me slide this in. You really could tell I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, boom. Gotcha. Trust me, I'll be a pro by the end of this. Okay, let's start to adapt the new kit lens. Ooh, so a really cool feature of this camera is that you're actually able to close the shutter so that dust does not go into it over time. So if you do change your lenses a lot, like at a beach or any dusty environment, you could close so that way the dust does not enter your actual camera lens. Now snap this sucker on. Oh, beautiful. Oh, so cute. Flip the screen, power on. Anything happen? Sony sent me a dead battery with no battery charger. All right, so let's just go ahead and just set that off to the side so that it could charge up via USB-C. And while it does that, I did also pick up a 35mm 1.4 lens from Sony. Prime reason for that is that I do have a ton of different lenses in my Nikon lineup. But this is one prime lens that I do not have, so I think it will be a great little addition for the Sony. And primarily also we're shooting right here at a 35mm perspective. So how you're viewing me, how you're viewing this is at 35mm. So let's go ahead. This is quite fancy, then a nice little pouch and all. Nikon never gave me a pouch. That's okay, that's okay. Okay. Pretty heavy piece of glass, not too bad though, nice. So I did also have to pick up a brand new SD card. These are V90 SD cards. So the most common you'll find are V30s. Again, currently my Nikon Z6 uses XQD cards and it only has one card slot. The Sony a7IV has two card slots. Both of them accept SD card. And their first card slot also accepts CF Express. So definitely a lot of versatility with that. I did watch a lot of YouTube videos on this topic and there shouldn't be any recording limitations if you use a V90 SD card versus the CF Express. You will find those limitations on other cameras like the Sony a7S III, but you should be fine to go with the Sony a7IV. So that is what I picked up here. So I'm really excited to go ahead and use that. Now I'll be able to actually use it on my MacBook Pro. So I definitely have a lot to learn when it comes to this new Sony camera. So I'll be certainly digesting a lot of content. So if you personally have any tips or any Sony channels I should be watching, leave those down in the comments section. Please don't mind the footage for the next couple of videos. I'll be experimenting with S-Log3 and S-Cinetone. I'm gonna dabble at color grading. When I try to do it with the Nikon, it does not end well, but we will see how it goes. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, you know that I appreciate each and every one of you. I really, really do. On your way out, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and until next time, I'll see you.